So today I'm going to run through a quick brunch dish, steak and eggs, very famous in America. And I'm going to be using Bistro steak. These are 180 gram, 190 gram Bistro steaks that you can get from the Johnstown website. So a little bit of oil onto a plate, that's just vegetable oil. I'm going to cook 2 of these steaks today. So I'm throwing them onto the plate, a little bit more oil. I'm going to season them up with some salt, both sides. And as you can see there, I've got a griddle pan on. It's on a medium to hot heat, and before I turn it on, I just brushed that pan with a little bit of oil. So as you can see now, it's smoking hot, and that's what we want. So those steaks have been oiled, and we're going to lay them on, and you can hear the sizzle there straight away. That's what we want. So I'm going to cook these steaks today medium. They're going to take about 3 or 4 minutes, probably maybe 5 minutes altogether. So the key when you're cooking a steak like this, put it into the pan and then leave it alone. Don't keep moving it around, because what we want to do is we want the sides of that steak to caramelize. While that steak is cooking, I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to do this steak and eggs. So I'm going to fry a couple of eggs to go with it. So I've an non-stick pan on there with a little bit of oil, and I'm going to heat that up. And now we're going to just have a quick look at this steak. As you can see, that's taken on a nice little bar mark. So we just turn it slightly. The same with this one, and then we leave it alone again. So what we're trying to do here, we're trying to get the side of this steak to caramelize. Time to turn these steaks. You can see that they're nearly half cooked. You can see the meat changing colour, and that's what we're looking for, a nice golden brown caramelization on there. Okay, so while I turn them over, them steaks are about 2 minutes away from being cooked, and I'm going to fry the egg. So I've got a pan on with a little bit of oil on there. I'm going to just crack an egg in, and we're going to fry that egg sunny side up. But the next important part about these steaks is that they need to rest for a good 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, so resting meat is very, very important. You've heard me talking about this if you've watched any of my videos before. So when you're cooking a piece of meat, it's crucial after it's had this intense heat put to it, you need to let it rest so the juices can make its way back into the steak. And when you go and cut your steak on your plate, it won't bleed all over your plate. Now to serve with our steak and eggs, I'm going to make a quick guacamole. So you just push your knife in till it hits the stone, twist it around, and then give it a twist, and then the stone technically should just come out nice and easily. So use the base of your knife, being careful. And then to get the avocado flesh out, you just run that knife along your avocado both ways. This avocado would be better now, it was a little bit more ripe. It's not really soft enough, but it'll work. Do the both of them. So I'm just pushing that knife down until it hits the skin, and then we're going both ways, as you see. So I'm doing kind of a zigzag, and then I just take my spoon, push it into the skin, twist it around, and then your diced avocado falls into the bowl. And then all I want to do is I want to season that up. So I've got some lime juice here. Well, the juice of half a lime. And I've got some chopped spring onion and some coriander. That goes into the bowl as well. And then I'm going to season them up with a little bit of salt. That's pepper. And a little bit of salt and pepper. A little small touch of olive oil. And then all we want to do is mash that up. Set that to one side. And then I'm also going to do a very, very quick little tomato salsa. So I've some chopped up tomatoes, a little bit of chopped coriander, the juice of a lime, and again, a splash of olive oil, good twist of pepper, pinch of salt. And this is going to go with our steak and eggs. So I have a nice little tomato salsa and a very, very quick guacamole. Now, as you can see, I've cooked an egg nice and sunny side. So all I done was a little bit of oil in the pan fried it until the white was cooked. The steaks now have been resting. As you can see, some of the juices have ran out of the steaks a little bit. I just like to always rest them on a little rack, so they're not sitting in their own juices. The very quick guacamole I showed you, and a tomato salad. Okay, so to plate this dish up, all we're gonna do, I'm gonna give those steaks another little bit of a season with some pepper now. Okay, because I didn't pepper them before they went on. Turn them over, I'll do both sides. So, as you have 2 steaks here, I'm only gonna plate up 1 now. So I've given them a nice twist of pepper. And then all we wanna do is take our steak and onto the plate. I'm gonna do our lovely fried egg just coming off the side. I want a big dollop of that guacamole that I've made. That goes just here. I've got some sourdough toast. And then that one of little tomato and coriander salsa. I'm just gonna dress the top of the guacamole and up onto our eggs. And now we've got a wonderful brunch dish of John Stone's Bistro steak, eggs, guacamole, tomato salsa.